In this video, I'm going to talk about how you reflect a shape over the line y equals x. In this example, I'm using a parabola that has the equation y equals x squared plus 3. You can see that I already made a table for that equation and graphed it on the graph to the left. The green line is the line y equals x. In that line, it means that y and x are equal to each other. They're the same as each other. So any points along that line share the same coordinates. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, etc. The x and the y values are interchangeable. In order to make a reflection, what that means is that you need to switch around the x and the y. If you compare the two parabolas that we have here, you can see that each of these points has a point in the reflection that matches up with it. If you look at this starting point here at 0, 3, the vertex of the parabola, you can see that that aligns with If you look at the vertex of the parabola, 0, 3, you can see that that aligns with the vertex in the other parabola, 3, 0. If you were to connect those 2 points together, they would make a line that is perpendicular to the line of reflection. The same is true for the other points. If you look at the point 1, 4, for example, it was going If you look at the point 1, 4, for example, and you connect it to the point that it reflects, you can see if you look at the point 1, 4, you can see that it also would form a perpendicular line if you connected it to its reflection point. The same is going to be true for all of the other points on this parabola. All of these lines that connect one point to the reflection point are perpendicular to the green line. I'm going to go ahead and fill in the table for the reflection now, and I'm going to start at the very lowest point in the parabola and work my way around. So I'm going to start here with this point, 12, negative 3. The next point is going to be 7, negative 2. The next point is 4, negative 1. And then we get to the vertex, which is 3, 0. We've got 4, 1, 7, 2, and 12, 3. If you compare these two tables, you can see that they are reflections of each other, inverses of each other. All you have to do is switch the x-coordinate and the y-coordinate. In this video, I'm going to show you how to graph a reflection over the line y equals x. This example is for a parabola with the equation y equals x squared plus 3. I've already made both the table and the graph for that original equation. Let's take a look at that reflection line. That reflection line again is the equation y equals x. That means that all of the x values and all of the y values are equal to each other along that line. We've got the point 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. All of the points are equal or interchangeable with one another. If you compare the red parabola, that original parabola, to the reflection, another thing that I want you to notice is that those points line up perfectly across that diagonal line. I'm going to connect the vertices of both of the parabolas together to show you what I mean. So I'm going to graph the vertex 0, 3 and connect it to the new vertex 3, 0. I'm going to do the same thing with that next point. So if you look at the point 1, 4, you can see that matches up perfectly with the point 4, 1. The same is true for the next few points as well. If you look at each of those black lines that I created, you can see that they're perpendicular to the line y equals x, which is how you can tell that they line up perfectly. I'm going to go ahead and make the table for the reflection now. And what I'm going to do is start from the very lowest point in the parabola right here. So this point here at 12, -3. And then I'm going to work my way around. So now I'm going to do 7, -2, and then I'm going to go on to 4, -1, and just continue to work my way around that parabola. The final thing that we're going to do is compare the two tables together. If you compare the x values and the y values in each of the tables, you can see that they are inverses of each other. I interchanged them, I switched them around. Whatever I had for an x value in the original table is now a y value in the reflection. Whatever was a y value in the original table is now an x value in the reflection. The easiest thing to do when you are making a new graph that's a reflection over the line y equals x is just switch around the x and y values in the table. Let's look at another example. Here is another example. This time we have a triangle. I set up a table for the 3 points on the graph. A is at -9, 1, B is at -4, 8, and C is at -2, 3. What I'm going to do this time is to start by making the table for my reflection. I'm going to start by just switching around those x and y values. So instead of -9, 1, this time I'm going to have the point 1, -9, and I'm going to call that A prime. Instead of -4, 8, I'm going to switch them around to 8, -4, and I'm going to call that B prime. And then finally for C prime, I'm going to switch it around to 3, -2. I'm going to make those points on the graph now, and hopefully when we look at each of the points on the graph, we will see something that's reflected over that line, y equals x. If you compare the two triangles together, you can see that they're reflected over the line y equals x. If you wanted to double check to make sure that everything looked right, you could just go ahead and connect your points so that A and A prime are connected together, B and B prime are connected together, and C prime are connected together. When you do that, you should get a line that's perpendicular to your line of reflection. And it looks like all 3 of those lines are perpendicular to this red line here. These all look like they make a right angle. So just to recap, if you want to make a reflection over the line y equals x, all you need to do is switch the x and y values in your table and then make a new graph. If we look at another example, this time we've got a triangle that's set up with coordinates A, 9, -1, B is -4, 8, and C is -2, 3. If I want to figure out what the reflection is going to be over the line y equals x, all I need to do is switch around the two coordinates. So I'm going to switch it so that it's 1, then -9. I'm going to switch it to be 8, then -4, and finally 3, then -2. I'm going to graph those 3 points now. So 1, -9, that's where my A prime is going to be. 8, -4 is going to be B prime, and then 3, -2 is going to be C prime. If I connect my dots together, you can see that I've got a triangle, and it is in fact a reflection over the line y equals x. If I wanted to double check that, what I could do is go through and connect A and A prime. When I do that, I get a line that's perpendicular to my line of reflection. The same is true if I connect B and B prime. I'm going to get a line that's perpendicular to my line of reflection. And finally, if I check C and C prime, that's also going to give me lines that are perpendicular to this line of reflection. It's going to give me lines that are perpendicular to my line of reflection. This is perpendicular, this is perpendicular, and this is perpendicular as well. So all you need to do is switch the x and the y coordinates.